Before I get into what I really want to talk about with this video, of course, this is a picture of former Olympic hurler, sprinter, LoLo Jones. Let me say this about the wall, and I've heard this used a lot concerning her, but let's make this clear. The wall comes for everybody. Not just the females. I know it's used as a crack on the females, but let's be honest, it comes for the men too. It comes for the men as well. But back on point. LoLo Jones recently came out with these videos about her preserving her eggs, about how she really wants a family, how she thought she would have a husband by now. She thought she did everything right. She saved herself for marriage and this and that and the other. Let me tell you, I'm not going to totally crap on her because I do think she means well, even though she has said some things that make me look sideways at her, referring to Miss Jones. She's still a very good looking woman. I mean, even at 40 years old or almost 40, she's still a very good looking woman. But yeah, as you get older, especially for women, it is harder. It is harder to it is harder to have children, and it becomes more dangerous. Very much more dangerous. So the whole preserving her eggs and everything, I can understand that. But as far as her thinking that she should have had one by now and this and that, I know somebody that used to say stuff like that. It was me. I used to say stuff like that, but you have to remember something. What are you doing? What are you doing that the reason you haven't attracted that man, or that man hasn't came into your area and presented himself? And no, the whole virginity thing, I'm not going to clown her on that. That's a personal choice. That's a personal choice. But the fact that you put it out there, that does annoy me a little bit. Let me tell you something. No one cares. Men might cringe at the fact, oh, this woman's had a body count and this and that. But truth is, that's insecure little boys. Most men, in all honesty, don't care about you having a body count. At least I don't. I mean, as long as you took care of yourself and you took steps and you wasn't having kids all over the place. I mean, I could be speaking for myself personally. I could care less about that. Most men don't care. And that's the problem with a lot of women, not just LoLo. They put emphasis on like career, intelligence, pay and all that stuff that most average men, especially if they got anything going for themselves, most average men do not care about that. And it makes you wonder, what are you doing? What are you doing that you're not attracting the man that you want? At some point, you got to look in the mirror. And the fact that she's 40 years old now, well, like I said, 40 years old, I got to give her credit. She still looks pretty good. She's held up better than a lot of women at 40. But at the same time, she's got to start looking at what she's doing wrong. Now, I'm not saying go out here and screw the world. No. If that's her convictions about waiting until marriage, that's her right. That's her conviction. However, there are other things that you are probably not doing. And I don't know the woman, so I can't say. But there are things that you're probably not doing that is not bringing that man to that circle. Now, I don't know what it is, but the fact that you're crying and this and that just shows something's up. And it's probably not up with the men, because good men have probably tried to approach you, but you've passed them away. I've seen that happen many times. A lot of times with these females like this, they have had good men in their area, but for whatever reason, they either friend zoned them or didn't pay them no attention and stuff. So that man eventually moved on, especially if he's not a simp. He's eventually moved on. And then years later, they're wondering why they're still stuck in the same position when you probably met your husband years ago. He was right there, and for whatever reason, you passed by. LoLo Jones, chances are, she probably met her husband a long time ago. And I'm putting husband in quotation marks. She probably met her husband years ago. But she didn't see it. And because she didn't see it, now probably some other female has him. I mean, at the end of the day, that's on you, LoLo. That's on you. I mean, not trying to be mean or nothing, but that's on you. Hopefully she wakes up, because, I mean, she still has a little bit of time. But hopefully she wakes up and starts realizing the mistakes she is making. And maybe gets the dream that she really wants. Like I said, I don't hate the woman or anything, but yeah, at some point you got to look at personal responsibility here. And I know that's not a popular thing. I know that's not popular to do, but sometimes you got to do it. Anyway, that's all I got to say on this. Leave your comments in the comment section. If you like my stuff, subscribe. I'm out.